The second example is MA, and I haven't touched on this because it could be a whole hour-long session about how people who have international protection claims, who are stuck in prison, who have valid asylum and human rights claims, whether it's Article 3 or asylum or Article 8, but they can't prepare their case. And this man, a gay man who had a clear protection claim, he couldn't properly develop it in prison. Also, as a result of his experiences in relation to his sexuality, was tortured and was detained. And again, serious mental health problems, attempted suicide. And again, Home Office had no idea. I mean, we know from our experiences in IRCs, even if they did have an idea, they probably would still detain. And that's the sort of, the irony of all of this, but at least they would have had an opportunity to review his detention. And I end with a case where I thought it'd just be interesting to sort of copy part of a transcript of Lord Justice Sullivan's decision when he granted us permission in a Court of Appeal hearing. So it's not a judgment, it's a transcript extract. And the reason why I did that was I want you to see that sometimes judges, when they're first faced with facts, and they haven't had time to, look at them or apply the law or whatever, this is instinctive, just like you and I would listen to these facts. The first time when we were in court and we showed the medical evidence of someone who was in Leeds prison at the time, under immigration powers for several months, I think over a year, and the judge, the first time, this is a senior Court of Appeal judge, this is not just an isolated scar, for heaven's sake. There are a number of scars which are either consistent or highly consistent. This hasn't been looked at. He was shocked. He granted permission, and the case was remitted back to the High Court for a full detention hearing. And that client won his detention case. He was held to be unlawfully detained for, I think, 14 months. He got damages, and he was released. And he then won his refugee case, which they had refused while in prison, and he couldn't appeal it. It was a deport case. And he won that appeal, and he's now a refugee.